is about the time. Time is money, and in Australian culture, we can you also put on my mobile as well. So the time is counted in minutes, but passed in weeks. All right. The second thing is wrong mobile. The second thing is what you're going to look at today. You will see your life in one page. Okay. So I'm going to show you your life in weeks, which I'm going to convert into pixels. Where I got this from, there's a beautiful article written by The Wait by Why. If you check this website, it's got amazing, amazing contents. I didn't see it. It's like you first time see an ocean and you back off. You're too scared to touch it because either you say I'm gonna lost into it or drown into it, or I'm gonna not coming back to the earth anymore. I'm gonna enjoy so much sailing on it. So I leave it. I only got one thing and I spent about 3 days on it. All right. So let's keep going. Yeah, thank you. Because I don't want to see back. So I just want to see forward. I'm going to show you your life if you are lucky having a 90 years of life. So each box, what you see there, is a 10 years? Decade. So each line is a decade and you're turning 9. So this is life in decades. And if you go further, what you see there in months. So each box is a month. But in Australian culture or in Western culture, the actual life and the life unit is week. Whatever I miss today, I'm gonna get an opportunity to do it next week, same time, because life is so packed. So if you look at life in weeks, it's like that. As a human life, we will be like this. This is your life. And I want to see how colorful it is. So each row of the weeks makes 1 year. Okay. Each row is a 1 year. And that's if you're 90 years old. By the way, the guy, there's a website I'll show later. He worked out something. You put your date of birth. You put your current BMI. You know BMI, body mass index. Yeah.
And they'll give you life expectancy.
And you tell where you're born, where you're living.
Sorry.
You also tell where you're born, where you're living. You also tell what's are you any of the medicine taking this and that. So if you give all this detail, they give you approximately day of death. with the natural life.
This is approximation. Is not.
With the natural life,
Yeah.
you have to die.
Yeah.
So we take question at the end, and we think we have countless hours. It's not true, because we never see the flag. We always live today and forget. We always plan somewhere, but we never plan our death, which will give you. You know, there's a beautiful presentation somebody did who got diagnosed and they gave the date and he planned 6 months, and that 6 months is been broadcasted on the internet so many times how he spent his time. Muslim guy got a cancer.
Ali Bennett.
Yep. So that was the thing with this. Before discuss further, let's look at how a typical is all American there, by the way. I didn't change it. We'll convert into Australian. When I put I live in my hometown and I live in Australia, there was 20 years difference, the life expectancy. So we should be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the place where we can do more for our lives. So look at this next slide. Now I'm going to show you the colors of your, yes. So if you look at, you see what you see there. Firstly, you see early life, which I call it real life, because you have full life, no fear, and no stress. You don't know these words. And then you go school. Then you start to, okay, I have to do this. I have to do this. Then you lucky if you go to college and uni. But then there is a countless, not countless, so many of red boxes. That's where you think, that's where, once we get this closed also, that's where you spend most of your aware life. What are the awareness you have? And today's awareness is the next level up. Okay. This is next level up, where you get degree, finish the degree, already finished the degree, you know, working, getting married, and all these arrows you see, these are the key. Close the door. Where are the key moment, a key milestone dates on there? Okay, and the next one I'm going to show you where you look at. That's a very important slide to look at it. Famous death. Why I put it there? If you look at lots and lots of successful people didn't cross 60. There are some of famous name there.
Hitler.
Hitler, Lincoln, and then we have
Or cardiasm, what is cardiasm?
We have Bin Laden.
we talking on the Steve Jobs,
Oh, he's American, I forgot.
JFK. These are all American. Elvis. So what lesson do we get?
That you, most of the stuff that you do is before age 60. That's when you achieve the stuff.
After there are 3-4 lessons there. After 60, you're not that much unless you're a scholar. You're not as much productive. This is one. The second is life is not a number only. It's a productivity. If somebody does 2 hours work in a half an hour, he lived 4 times more life. So that happens to these people. They were working so much, they lived maybe twice, thrice. We're not talking, judging them morally, what they achieve, but in a current scenario, they consider successful people. If you go to the next one, where we see the Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton's achievements, how old were they? And now we're going to look at your life, which is at the moment is a blank. And that's what I prepared this one. If you need it, I'm going to explain it how you can use it. Today's session is not about doing it, it's to making you aware. If you want to do it, then you can join the workshop where we actually do it. But this is the thing, I made this up. This chart will stay in your bedroom or area where you only look at it. And so if you look at it on the middle part, which you're already familiar with, I added not only weeks, I added months as well. So first thing I want to ask you as well, let's look at the top part. You with me? Yeah, you can take it outside, no problem, come back. I put blank, life blank. So in first blank, you put your name. So in your case, I said I put Shafqat's life. What's the next word you want to give it? What do you call this whole thing? One name this week.
Plan.
Shafqat's life's plan. Okay.
Life plan, I think plan is okay.
Yeah.
Purpose.
Purpose?
Goal.
No. Sorry to no offense. This is, I can call it picture. I can call, there's no goal thing there. I didn't put any goal there. This is a snapshot of my life. Okay. You can call chart. This is my life chart. I didn't put any there. Okay. I'm going to just document in that one. How I'm going to document? First thing, if you look at down there, I'm going to put year numbers. What year number should I put there? So what you see is the 0, 5, here 05, this is age,
Oh,
this is my age, and the year number will be 1971, 72, 73. That's my year started. Because I remember when I did school, but I don't know how old I was with. But I remember that. So this will help you.
mhm.
So duplicate because year number is easy to remember. If you pick it up your HSC scorecard, it won't have how old you are, but it will have it 2022, correct?
Yes.
And on the left side, what you need to do, you write milestone, important weeks, highlight. So I come to this one later. I don't know why it's showing here, but it's not showing here.
Oh, it's because that's doing chocolate and gold.
Why did you show that? Yeah, leave it blank. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. I thought it's good. It's okay. That's all good. So in this one, you need to find your key moments. For example, date you born. For example, I mean, you went to school, so far you keep going. The old one got married and got I got first bike. Whatever you remember, you just put color that circle, put an arrow or put a number there and number here, so you can have your documentation. So if somebody asks you what's your life like, I'll say here's my life. Okay. On this one, life phases. You can say school. You can color with the school on the life phases. Then you went to high school, college, arrived in Australia, or moved to Australia. So put all these things in the life phases. If you were sick or anything, you phase out, which phase is like a small portion of years. Okay? Like the example you saw before as well, there were phases, the elementary, you know. Then we have the important one, very important one, to write down your firstly BMI represent your health, how was you healthy or normal or active, body mass index, you mentioned there, if you remember. Then education, what was your qualification at that time? Now I am this. And the last one is very important. Out of 10, you can put it out of 10. What's your number?
So you forgot.
The happy. Like for me, if I go back, I obviously before 7, I was the happiest. And then up to 9, I was lucky. I was keep coming first every class. So I was enjoying. From 9 to second year, I was really sick. Second year, I accepted my sickness, and that's 2 years of my college is the best. So this is my happiness. You can say, look, out of happiness, I can happiness index is actually a very complex formula, and you can get it from it's a scientific thing. But for you to start with, why we are putting there? So whenever you get some down thing, you relive those moments. You know, how do you relive those moments? Do the same thing on a certain day. You done that. Maybe the particular ice cream on the same spot. You go and eat there, and that remind you a happy moment again. So this is just a. By the way, and then we come today. Okay, you got the chart. You done all the previous work. Know what to do every week. Every week I'm doing something. By the way, I showed you the week like. All right. So in the week, we want you to color each week in a 3 or 4 possible ways. Okay. The first one is green. Green is when you see this week was very productive. Okay. And yellow mean neither you're going forward, neither you're going backward. It's like you're surviving. Okay. And I'll explain green more. And the red is when things going backward. Okay. Your pay going backward, you don't get a work, or you have to redo exam or something where you felt you're going backward? Are your profit gone negative, which is losses? So this is, you pick the color you think predominantly I have and color it from now onward. If you adapt this, which I'm going to do it, even if I'm going to make a big one, so I can easily do it. I also can multiple one as well. I can put a bit of blue. Blue, by the way, is the when you take day off and enjoy yourself. Or treat yourself like you're doing. I call it like I put in a green because it's a very productive day for me. I learned something new. I'm teaching someone. I got more ideas coming as well. So, in the right side, I put there just a life, current, passion, just one big statement. But the rest of the thing, you use it. Why? What's the benefit of getting this? So every Sunday, getting up, filling it up the color. When you go back, you see a lot of greens. Having a small bad moment in a day, and we say, "Oh, my life is miserable." My life, which is beyond 1 week or one moment or one day, you tag it. All right. So this is, I'm going to show you the 1 week look like. Shan, can you go just to Alt tab with my calendar in a week more? Press W, or you can do it from there. So this is my week like, okay? And I got a new tool in it to where I can track. Go to my more inside. We can also teach, click on this one, and I get this one where you can see it shows different part. If you go down first, Lishan. So these are particular activities I wanted to track. My life is all about the working and growth. Rest of things is just the life. It's like to move a car, you need fuel, but fuel is not a car. Car purpose is to go forward. Fuel does help. So eating, sleeping is still needs, but on the red, look at the distractions. So this gives you a whole week idea, and why this is important to know, to track. This is now I'm talking about, that was all about tracking your life on a bigger macro level. This is micro level, to look at what's happening every week. In our workshops and in our sessions, we've been telling Sunday is the best day to plan your next week. It's like having a best day. The night time is the, if you have a good night, your day will be already starting good. But if you sleep late, tired sleep, next day is also gone as well. And then cycle go like this. Then you'll be. So what is the benefit of this one? For example, I go to the sleep. Click on sleep. Yeah. Stay there. Is it control zero, Shyam? It's okay, doesn't matter.
If you like.
No, it's control zero or maybe wait.
No.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Alright.
Go sleep. So what do you see? What do you see?
Sleeping naps.
Anything else? When I looked at it, I said, what? My sleep is a mess. So that is the awareness you get when you track things. Naturally, if somebody tells you, when you see a mirror, I immediately say, oh, this here, no, I need to fix it up. This is a mirror. By the way, some people say, oh, certain people came to me who wants to be more productive. Oh, we don't have time to do this calendar thing and all. It doesn't work. In start, yes, it doesn't work because you're not used to it. It's like when you tried anything new, driving, speaking, you thought, I can't do it, right? Remember that? First day, said, it's too hard. I can't do it. But if you look at it, I only spent 3.5 hours. In a return, I got so much time saved. So much time saved because my appointments go on time because they are already in there. I'm aware of I already get the navigation link, put it there. And plus is all the activities, I can track them back whenever I want to. All right. So this is, look at 3.5 hours I don't spend in a whole week. So if you look at it, and if you have a mentor along with you, can guide you, how can you be more productive? And this is, we talk in a 3D time management. First phase of the time management, to track your time. You need to, time is the money. You need to know where it's going. Somebody asks you, oh, why are you not saving money? I don't know, where does it go? You go to bank statement, put in a spreadsheet, categorize it. It'll take about 10 minutes and you will know it. And then you can do something about it. Oh, I didn't know I spent this many thing on this grocery and that grocery and that, especially the restaurant, especially the coffee from somewhere expensive. You say, look, and when you calculate those numbers, so that's where I ends up now, to have a life chart. I look at your life in weeks, start tracking it, and then start planning your days. And these will be converted into the pixels of your life. It's all now. The courage you took it with a Sunday morning, some of us still yawning. When you look at back, and if you take one step, you don't need to go rush and do everything today. Just say, look, I'm going to start learn about maybe calendar. I'm going to start learn about, just get that chart, just print it off and just put a small thing. And if you look at it, every single thing you did today was a small to start with. Getting off the bed is a small. Doing a brush is a small, but you keep doing it. And at the end, you're here. Now, don't let this opportunity go. Convert into, you got a good 2 weeks, relaxed week. January is all relaxed. Some families are away. So this is, we talk, if now you have question, you go back, Shyam, there's one important aspect of it. The green, this is my statement, that for me, green is, can you click on please? Yes. So each week is a blank canvas. To make it meaningful, ask yourself on Sunday, next week, what I want to learn, upgrade this week, because this is your growth. Remember, whole our 3D time management approach is a growth mindset. Growth is not about growing this, or growing age, or even growing money. Growing is about capacity to do more. Money will come automatically. If I get new skill, if I get a better friend, if I help someone, someone help me back. So these are the 3 things. Who do I want to connect with this week? Very, very important. Nowadays, we don't, you know, the book we read?
Which one?
Any book. We only read because that technology existed for many, 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 many centuries. And why we had book? Because the person had to go, but he need to leave some brain for you to follow. But nowadays we are lucky. You get so many good people around because books come from the people. So if you want the real, the challenge in the book is you can't question, you can't get advice. You can only get the pre-defined advice there. So in Urdu we used to say, ilm jo hai wo किताबों में है, लेकिन किताबें जनाबों से आई हैं. So why don't you go to John? So if I get a lecture in YouTube and a book, I will prefer that so I can get expression and all that. So every week, try to connect to people and get their wisdom. Like I'm giving you best of I did in 2 weeks. This whole thing, you're getting in a half an hour in condensed form according to your need, your language. And this is very, very, very important. It's touch the spirituality as well. Do something good to others, regardless of money. Even you get paid, not get paid, do that. Because if you look at, we can connect everything to the money. Oh, if I get paid, I'll do it. But look at the nature, your mother, family, friend. 99% things are volunteer. Your tree serving you volunteer, the sun and the sky and the weather, the air, you name it. Okay? We are the only ones more selfish. Whenever somebody asks, oh, what do I get out of it? No. When you start doing this approach, you will see opportunities walk to you. So small in kind. Doesn't have to be money wise, doesn't have to be lend something. Like visiting a patient. You will not know how much you're going to get back. If you start tracking, you will know it. Sometimes I get something and I say, I didn't do any effort for that, but I did doing to someone, not with the intention to get from here. So God will give you from the place that you can't imagine. And that's the proven. So 3 action, and it's already been recorded, so we'll share with you as well. Now, if you have a question, you can ask. We conclude here. What time is now?
9:48.
9:40. That's good time. Yeah. The other one is very small. It's tracking money. It says, now you can have asked a question. Shyam, do you have any question?
I had a question. Well, I have several actually. So the first one is, what was this website that you got the life expectancy or the day of death?
Shyam, can you go further?
Perfect. Yep.
Slide, so keep going.
Because this is
I
actually
didn't, this is the research. Keep going.
That's
Keep going. Hang on a second.
that was the website. That's
Yes. So I can share with you if you want to take a picture, you can take a picture. There's a lot more I did, by the way. I didn't share because it's not, people took this approach. Like I expanded, made my own chart. I'm making it an app out of it. So you don't have to remember it. It reminds you every Sunday, have you colored your dot?
I mean, the mere fact that you know like what day you're going to die or like the approximate actually gives you a drive to do something.
This actually,
Productive.
this will tell you, I only got 10. Like when I looked at it,
how many years you got?
I want to go by 63. I wanted to go by 32 because I had fulfilled everything what I needed. I was very happy. I got kid, I got life and thing. But some wise person said, look, live for others.
Yeah, that's good.
So then I thought, but when others don't turn up, sometimes I get depressed. But I need to work. That's why the online thing make me calm down. So look, I shared with everybody. It's up to people. And so 63 is the next one. It came out of blue, and I say, okay, it's a profit life as well. So I'm happy to go. So in that way, I got only 10 years, which is huge for me.
Do you believe on this that this day will come?
What he said
Yes.
is right.
Approximation.
Not approximation.
Mm.
This will give you reality check. You have to go. People think they are immortal. Now you at least plan something 10. If I get a bonus one, I can think later. But at least I do something. I only got 10 years. I need to do this. You know, when you, if somebody asks, if you have 3 hours to do something, you relax and you're doing on your turn. Suddenly somebody say you only got half an hour. Then you will do what is needed to do, not other things.
But if you are supposed,
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So it's question answer session.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So some is predicted that you will live 63. So prediction, no one can actually exactly tell, you know. And then you speed up your life process, that you do lot of things, and you struggle a lot to complete your task. But at the end, you know that 63 is not you're going to live for another 30 years.
Yeah.
Then you exhausted yourself, you know.
Can I answer now? You
Yeah.
complete?
Yeah.
Frankly speaking, the philosophy we use or I use,
Yeah.
I focus on journey anyway. I only do what's needed to do. So that's why if you might go my calendar, is red is I don't have many. So I only do what I enjoy to do. I don't have a race. I'm not a goal base.
Yeah.
I'm not a goal base. I live in today. It's a process. There's another talk I can refer to you, which I have. Your life is only one day. You die every day. When you
You're right.
sleep, if I take away your memory
Yeah.
in the night, next day you are a brand new child. which kind of start learning because you got everything gone. All right. So life is one day. Every day in the morning you get a paper. In the night we have a beautiful workshop coming down in the end. We cannot show you in the before you sleep what you do, where you include your what do we call it? Say gratitude and the tawbah together. So how do we track back? So means you got your scorecard by yourself, which called self-analysis or self-evaluation, and then you plan next day to try better. That's why I say don't carry the regrets, don't carry the guilts, because next day is a new life. You have another opportunity. So I'm not a goal based. I don't encourage anybody. I have met people. I have one good friend whose goal was literally written on a wall. Life is a race. Whoever leaves the biggest balance in the bank is a winner. You laugh, right? I was totally blown away because I looked at it and said, look, he's not. Anyway, any
That's
other
different
question?
approach, you know.
One thing I was thinking, right? You see how you're in your like retirement age, you basically are not able to like be as productive as before. So why not like spend that time, like maybe just make it become a scholar and acquire knowledge, and then you're able to effectively use that time much more wisely.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
so
you think so?
yeah, that's all good. You, as long as you are aware of what you're doing, all good. Problem is when you are not aware, and when you get aware, it's too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For example, you and me start to go somewhere, and I speed up, and I catch a train. When you go there, say, look, you missed the train, and you used to complain. Nobody told me this is train time. See the difference? I've seen this many times. People who got a time in their time card in their hand or mobile, they walk confidently because they planned it. The people don't know, they're always rushing because they always think they are late. So that give awareness gives you that power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your awareness, whole thing is awareness. Once you are aware, you will do the wise thing. When you're ignorant, some people you say, look, what he's doing. But like you laugh, but for that guy, it's the truth. Because that's all he got.
No, it's different approach, you know. Some people
That's
think
what I
differently, you know.
Yeah, that's what I say. All as long as you are aware,
Mhm.
if you are aware and you eat unhealthy, that's fine. You're aware that I know I'm eating it. But if you're not aware and eat it and later somebody tell you and say, look, oh, pity, I should have. So that's what we are. When I saw it, it gave me the perspective is that I need to be more aware of my time. That's all. Okay.
I think one more thing is like being aware of what you eat as well. Right? I just realized because I eat biryani like for lunch. I eat biryani for lunch every day, and some people are telling me actually that's not really good for you. This is meant to be a dish that is eaten moderately. So now I'm
Everything
realizing
is
you're saying
imbalance.
no. You're saying you need to be aware of like these different things. So now I realize I need to be aware of what I'm eating because if I eat
We'll talk
unhealthily.
that that's a separate we have about this. Food is you. Whatever the heaps of the belly I'm carrying, it was in the farm or a field somewhere or in a factory somewhere the day before. Now it's me. So what you put it there, after half an hour, it will be me. Certain food affect your mood and uh, system. So as I said, that the only thing I want you to carry from here, start tracking your time. If I ask you how many hours in a week you slept, you don't have a system. If I ask you how many times did you went on a social media, you don't have. But if you come to our workshop, we'll show you how you can track minute by minute of your thing without spending too much time. And that awareness helps you to organize and give you some time back. Okay. Thank you very much. We take a 2 minute break, a 3 minute break, and
That's fine.
we need to stretch a bit because certain members. Huh? Yeah, stop it. Stop. The next one is about